To start this look off, we're going to use a primer, and this is going to allow our makeup to stay on all day long. Now for foundation, I like to use the dotting method. This is where you dot the foundation all over your entire face before blending out. This is just going to give you a nice even distribution of the product on the face, and I like to use a damp beauty blender to just bounce that on the skin and blend everything in. Now I do the same method with my concealer. I just dot it in the areas of my face I would like highlighted and blend that out with a damp beauty blender again. I'm going to set all of this with a translucent powder, and I'm going to leave that on for a few minutes, let it bake, and then wipe it away. Moving on to my brows, I like to place the most product on the tail end of my eyebrows, really pack that in, and then towards the inner portion of our eyebrow, kind of ombre it and soften it, and don't use as much product on the brush. And then I'm going to cut underneath my eyebrows. I am just highlighting and defining them so they look nice and sharp underneath. Now I'm going to begin contouring my face, but I'm also going to use this kind of as a bronzer. What I'm going to do is start sculpting out my cheekbones and kind of like pulling that product upward towards the temples of my head. This is just going to give me a nice warm tone to my skin, and then I am also going to put this on my forehead, down my neck, and then we're going to move on to the nose. Now with the nose, I actually first like to take a small definer brush and kind of place the lines of where I want that first, and then I take a large shader brush and I just diffuse that harsh line. Now we're going to prime our lids. I like to use a nice thick primer that is skin tone color, and I go ahead and put that all over the lid area, and then I am going to set that with a powder that is very similar to my own skin tone. Usually I use one that is 1 or 2 shades brighter. Now we're going to move into our transition shade. I am going to just start blending this with windshield wiper motions back and forth in my crease, and I am just making sure that's really nice and blended and soft. Now with a darker shade of brown and a large shader brush, I'm going to begin packing and patting this pigment onto my lid. I'm going to keep this on the outer fourth and the inner fourth of my lid, leaving the center of the lid completely untouched. That way we can have our lighter shade placed there without any disruption from the darker shades. And then what I'm going to do is take that same color but with a small crease brush first, and I am going to connect both the outer fourth and the inner fourth together, and I am just going to gently blend that and then take a larger shader brush and really diffuse that line and make a nice gradient of those colors. Now I am stepping in with this really deep dark purple. It's almost a black, it's almost a gray, it's not quite either one, but it has this really nice rich tone without being too dark, and I just want to really add some definition to that outer V of our eye. It's going to give our eyes that depth and make them look more brought forward so that they look bigger. And then I'm just of course going to blend that out with a fluffy brush, and we're going to move on to our base for our center lid. I'm just using a really nice bright silver and packing that on with my fingertip. And if you just lightly tap and pat, it blends itself out. Same way with the brush. I'm going to take a silver pigment now and tap that over the top and really make that sing and pop. Now I am going to take our darkest shade of brown first, and I am just going to take a definer brush and really smoke out that lash line, just continuously working that product in until we have a nice sharp smoky eye. And then what I am going to do is take the darker pigment, the purpley black, and I am going to keep that really tight to my lash line and just do the outer half of my lid. Now I'm quickly just going to grab a silver again and pop in an inner corner highlight, and then we're going to move on to a nude eyeliner for our waterline, and this is just going to really open up those eyes. Now I'm going to apply probably 2 to 3 coats of mascara to my top lashes at this point. You could add some false lashes if you wanted to, but I really just wanted to stick to the basics today. I wanted to do a simple look, but with just a little bit of sass. So I'm going to apply a couple of coats of mascara to my top lashes, and then I use a totally different mascara for my bottom lashes. I like a smaller brush for my bottom lashes so I can really get in there and make sure each individual lash is coated and covered and nice and deep and dark. Now I am going to take a highlight. I really like this highlight because it doesn't give me an unnatural glow. I just really like that it's really soft and just gives that hint of light when the sun or the light catches it. You can just see it just really lights up your face. And then I am going to run that over my cheekbones, a little bit down my nose, and then with whatever is left over on my brush, I like to dust onto my forehead and my chin. Not a lot of product, just a little bit, and then I also like to highlight the very tip of my nose. Now I'm going to go in with a really soft pink color, and I am just going to softly blend that in my apples and my cheeks back. Never drag down, that can make your face look droopy, so we want to drag it back towards our highlight and really just blend those two together so they look really natural. Now I'm going to quickly Liptiful my lips because I don't think I can do lipstick anymore without it. And now that they're nice and plump, I am just going to apply a nice, I don't know, it's not quite mauve-y, but it's like this pinky red, I don't know, it's like a dusty rose. I really like this color and I thought it was perfect for this look. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this quick little tutorial. If you would like more everyday tutorials like this one, give me that thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below what you thought. And don't forget to subscribe, and I love you guys so stinking much, you have no idea. I can't wait to see you guys on my very next video. Bye!